Hi everyone, I'm so glad to see you back here at Nisi's Closet. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the bean stitch shawl. I'm using a I 5.5 millimeter hook. The color I'm using is called Echo Cave. This is the color, Echo Cave. I don't think, this is like a very light green, like a very soft, light olive, very light. You can't tell, I guess it looks kind of gray in the picture. It's 100% acrylic. It's a number 3 weight, 590 yards, and it's called Mandala Baby. I've already started using one, as you can see, and this is how much I've done so far of the shawl. I really like how it's coming out. I want you to take a good look at the stitch. This is my first time making the bean stitch shawl. I'm really enjoying doing this shawl. It's really a 1-row repeat. So follow me. I hope I make it easier for you to do. I'm trying to be very easy to follow. And if you're having a hard time following me, please let me know, okay? And I'll just keep trying to do better. This is as a matter of fact, it'll be a year that I started doing this channel, February 19th, which is also my birthday. So are you ready? Let's get going. To make the mini bean shawl, we're going to make a loop and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to join our stitches with the first chain, and we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the bean stitch. We're going to take our hook and we're going to go right into the loop and we're going to pull the yarn through. So now you see 2. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap the yarn around the hook. We're going to go into the loop, pull the yarn through, and now you see 4. And we're going to draw the yarn through all 4 loops. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to make another bean stitch. We're going to take your hook, put the hook through the loop, pull the yarn through. You have 2 loops on your hook. We're going to wrap around the hook and go right back in, pull the yarn through. Now you have 4 loops. And you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab the yarn and pull through all 4 loops and you're going to chain 1. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. Well, I've done 1 so far, so 2, 3, because we're making our point of the shawl. We're going to make another bean stitch. You're going to bring your hook through the loop, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap your hook around You're going to wrap your yarn around the hook. You're going to go back through the loop, pull the yarn through, pull through 4, chain 1. We're going to do it again. We're going to go in through the hole, pull the yarn through. We're going to wrap your yarn around the hook, go back through the hole, pull the yarn through. You see 4 loops, and you're going to pull the yarn through all 4 loops. This is your first row that we're doing. You're going to chain 1, and the last thing you're going to do is you're going to double crochet. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So because we did the chain 3 at the beginning here, we did chain 3 here, the double crochet is a substitute for that chain 3. So now we're going to chain 3. After doing the double crochet, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. And we're going to do a bean stitch right here, not here, but in here in this space. We're going to do a bean stitch. We're going to bring your hook through the hole, pull the yarn through. We're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, go through the hole, pull the yarn through, pull through 4, and chain 1. Now, where we do the next bean stitch, okay, it's right here. It's right here. Because this is your bean stitch right here. So right after the bean stitch, there's this space right here. And that's where we're going. Right after the bean stitch. You're going to put your hook through that space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, go through all 4, chain 1. We're going to go into the next space. This is your bean stitch here. So we're going to put the hook through the space. You have 2. You're going to wrap, put the hook back through, pull the yarn out, go through all 4, chain 1. So now that you see this yarn right here, this line, it looks like it's a line between the 2 spaces. You're going to chain 3 after this bean stitch. You're going to chain 3, and I've just did 1, so 2, 3. And you're going to go right after this line right here. You're going to do a bean stitch right in here. So you're going to go in the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around the hook, go back in the space, pull the yarn through, pull through all 4, chain 1. Now we're going to look for the next space. And it's right after this bean stitch. Do you see? This is your bean stitch. And you're going to put your hook through the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap, go back into the space, pull the yarn through. And you're going to pull through all 4 and chain 1. Now there's one more bean stitch to do. This is your bean stitch here. This is your space. You're going to bring your hook through that space, pull the yarn out. You're going to wrap, go right back in that space, pull the yarn through, go through 4, chain 1. Now, right after that, you're going to go right here where that chain 3 space is. You're going to go right here after the bean stitch, and you're going to double crochet. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into this space. We're going to pull the yarn through. You have 2. You're going to wrap, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, and then go through all 4. Chain 1. We're going to go into the next space right after the bean stitch. This is your bean stitch right here. You're going to go into this triangle looking stitch. You're going to go into that space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around the hook, go back into that space, pull the yarn through, go through 4, chain 1. We're going to do the next bean stitch. This is your bean stitch right here, and we're going to go right in between. You see this? This is your bean stitch right here, and we're going to go into this space. Pull the yarn through. You have 2 loops. You wrap around the hook, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, pull through 4, chain 1. We have one more bean stitch to do. We're going to go into, here's your bean stitch. We're going to go into this space, pull the yarn through. You see 2. We're going to wrap this time, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, pull through all 4. So now you see that we're right here where this one strand of yarn is. And this is when you do your chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And what you're going to do is you're going to go after this one strand of yarn. You're going to go right back in here. Well, I'm not going to say right back in here because we already did this area here. So we're going to go right after this, and we're going to do a bean stitch. And chain 1. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So here's your bean stitch. We're going to go right into this space, pull the yarn through. We're going to wrap around the hook, go right back into this space, pull the yarn through, go through all 4, and chain. Another bean stitch is next. Here's your bean stitch. We're going to go right into this space. We're going to go through the space. You see 2. We're going to wrap, go right back into this space, pull the yarn through, pull through 4, chain 1. One more bean stitch to do. Here's your bean stitch right here. Now remember, there's no wrapping at the beginning. You're just going to go straight into the space, and you're going to pull the yarn through, and you're going to see 2 loops. But this time you're going to wrap around the hook. You're going to go right back into that space. You're going to pull the yarn through, and you're going to pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to single crochet. I mean, not single crochet, but you're going to chain 1. And then right after that, your double crochet is, your chain 3 space is right here. And that's when you're going to go right into this space here. See this? You just did your bean stitch here. Now you go right in here and you do your double crochet. What you do is you wrap around the hook. You go right into this space, pull the yarn through, pull through 2, pull through 2. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn. See how it looks? Or maybe you see it See it better this way that I show you this way? You see how it's looking? Like a triangle? I'm going to show you again, and then I'm going to make it larger so you can see what it looks like. You're going to go into this space right here, this open space. You're going to bring your hook through the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around the hook, go right back into the space, pull the yarn through, go through all 4, chain 1. Your bean stitches here, you're going to go right next to this space, pull the yarn, put your hook through the space, pull the yarn through, you're going to wrap, go right back into that space, pull the yarn through, pull through 4, chain 1. Your bean stitches here, and you're going to go into this triangle looking space. You're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to go into the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around the hook this time. You're going to go back into the space, pull the yarn through, pull through all 4, chain 1. Your next bean stitch is right after this bean stitch. You're going to take your crochet hook right into the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap this time, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, pull through all 4, chain 1. Your last bean stitch before the center is right here. You see the triangle looking space? You're going to do a bean stitch right here. Go through all 4. Chain 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go back down into the center. You're not going here. This is where you're not going. You're going to go here in this space. And you're going to do your bean stitch. Now we're going to go down the other side, and we're going to go into this triangle looking space after the bean stitch, and we're going to do a bean stitch. Your next space is right here. The triangle, remember the triangle looking area. You're going to go make your bean stitch. Up. See, I did a single crochet going too fast. All right, we're going to go into the space, pull the yarn through. We're going to wrap around the hook this time, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, and we're going to go through all 4 loops. Chain 1. We're going to find our next space. After this bean stitch, it's the triangle looking area. You're going to bring your hook through the space, pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around the hook this time, and you're going to go right back into that space. You're going to pull the yarn through and pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. We have one more bean stitch to do, and it's right here. We're going to put our hook through the space, pull the yarn through. We're going to wrap around the hook, go back into the space, pull the yarn through, pull through all 4, chain 1. And the last thing we do after this bean stitch, we went into this space. Now you see this space, which is the chain 3 area, and you're going to do a double crochet. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Did you see how I did that? I should have said that before doing it. You're going to wrap around the hook. You're going to go into this chain 3 space. You're going to pull the yarn through. You're going to pull through 2, pull through 2. That's your double crochet. And you're going to chain 3 and turn. Look at that. How is that? I like it. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit and then I'll get back to you to see, so you can see how the shawl is forming. I finished making this mini bean shawl, as you can see. From bottom to the top here is 29.5 inches long from top to bottom. From this point on the side to the end here, to this end, is 39 inches. And the width, the shoulder width, from this side, from this point, across to this point, is 60 inches. I really enjoyed making this mini bean shawl. It took me, I'm gonna say it took me about 4 days to make this. Maybe 5 because I'm doing other things. But I really and truly love the colors and how it came out. I truly do. Very pretty. And this is a number 3 weight yarn. And I used an eye hook. If you want to use a number 4 weight yarn, instead of using a eye hook, I would use a J. It's up to you. But once again, thank you for seeing my video. I hope you learned from it. There's more to come. And I'll see you in my next video. So have a good day or have a good night and keep crocheting. See you next time.